Hi Aries, welcome to your mid-month check-in for January 2026. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Laura, aka Baby Curl Tarot. I'm a tarot reader, astrologer, and root worker, and I love doing monthly readings for all the zodiac signs here on YouTube, as well as some other fun content over on TikTok and Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right on into your reading. Keep in mind this is a general collective reading, so whatever comes up, comes up. Also, please don't ever try to force a reading you see on the internet to fit your specific personal life situations. If it's not resonating, it's probably a message for another Aries out there. Please take what resonates, leave the rest behind. All right. Spiritual team, Prism Oracle, what messages do you have for the Aries collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Aries collective at this time? Okay, what do we have? Top of the deck, we have fear. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have consciousness. Interesting. This is interesting. Like, right before I started your video, I did get this feeling of like, I'm afraid that I'm not necessarily rooted in reality. I'm like, am I a little too up in the clouds right now? Some of you guys may have a fear surrounding something in your life, or a fear of something going on with you internally, but I feel like there's going to be some sort of realization or some sort of method, because I was like, maybe I need to do more meditation, maybe I need to do more grounding practices to help keep me, you know, out of my head and in reality as much as possible. Some of you guys may find that you need to find a way to kind of get yourselves out of your head and out of this fear mindset about something in particular. So that's kind of what I'm getting for this. Let me go ahead and just pull the tarot for you guys and see what comes up. Spiritual team, Divine Feminine Tarot, what messages do you have for the Aries collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Aries collective at this time? Okay, what do we have going on? We have Queen of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Wow, okay. What else? The Moon. What's at the bottom of the deck? The Hanged One in reverse, Tower, 8 of Cups in reverse, the Sun, the 7 of Wands. Okay. I mean, you have a lot of good stuff going on in your lives. I feel like the 10 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, you guys are working towards some sort of stability. Maybe you guys are raising a family. Maybe you are building a business, building some sort of legacy here. You guys may be in the beginning stages of it, so there could be a lot of like, what if this happens? What if this doesn't go right with this 9 of Swords here? And I feel like a lot of that comes from maybe not feeling super secure in yourself, in your capabilities, in your talents, and your skills. And some of you guys may legitimately be feeling off, like physically, like in your body. Okay. So some of you guys may need to do grounding techniques. Some of you guys may need to meditate a little bit more. I feel like your nervous system in particular is not, it's on overload. It's on overdrive. Okay. Having the Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the 9 of Swords is like your fear and in your anxiety is now throwing off your physical body. Okay. So this nervous energy that you have could very well like derail you or discourage you or kind of jeopardize how things play out in the future. So I feel like this is Spirit's way of checking in with you and saying, hey, you need to get this in check. You need to, you know, get your mind in check. Otherwise you're going to start to see like physical manifestations of this fear and anxiety that you have going on within you. Okay. So some of you guys may need to go to therapy if you guys aren't already working with a therapist, or if you guys financially are able to and you haven't been, I highly recommend talking to a therapist. Some of you guys may simply need to just kind of deal with whatever the root of this fear and anxiety is coming from, and working through that and getting past it, and recognizing that this is probably just something in your head or that your mind has created as a way to protect you from failure, from getting hurt mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever. So I feel like a lot of this is just like mental stuff that you need to work through, right? That you need to push through, understand where this fear comes from, how to get past it, how to get out of your head, basically. So a lot of internal work is essentially what I'm getting. You need a different perspective. The Tower came up for somebody and I heard the word spiraling. Like, I feel like if you don't get this under control, if you don't change your perspective, if you don't change how you see this or how you approach this whatever, you can easily spiral and in a weird way, like actually manifest those things that you are afraid of or anxious about, or, you know, manifest the failure that you're so nervous about. It's almost like self-sabotage or a self-fulfilling prophecy kind of a thing. So Spirit really wants you to kind of work through this, okay? Find the joy. Find the joy in the process. Find the joy in the challenges. There's going to be moments that challenge you. There are going to be moments that are hard. There are going to be moments where you feel like, man, I don't know if I can really get past this. But instead of looking at it with fear and anxiety and building it up to be something that is, you know, this big, huge thing, just recognizing like, I'm fully capable of handling anything life throws at me. And if I don't know how to do it, I can always find somebody who does and they can help me through it. But it doesn't need to be, you don't need to make a mountain out of a molehill. It's a very famous saying or common saying that I've heard growing up, right? So Spirit just wants you to really enjoy the journey, enjoy the moments that come through this time of your life, because I feel like there are going to be so many amazing things that happen. There's going to also be a lot of challenging things, but you're never going to get to experience joy with the nicer parts of this journey or whatever if you're constantly in a state of fight or flight, right? We don't want you feeling anxious. We don't want you feeling scared or, you know, constantly like tense about, you know, what can possibly go wrong. We want you to be able to enjoy, you know, everything, the ups and the downs. Yeah, so I think that's just Spirit's way of saying, like, you got to work through this fear, you got to work through this anxiety if you really want to get the most out of whatever it is that you're trying to do and trying to build here. And I see a lot of really great things, a lot of great opportunities. So yeah, stop being so scared. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I definitely hope that you guys are able to work through this. Yeah, because I feel like there's something beautiful on the horizon for you guys. So I really want to see you guys succeed. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing, Aries. I'm going to go ahead and close out your reading with a final oracle deck. Before I do, though, I just want to say if this didn't quite resonate for you, or you were hoping to get clarity on a different situation, or you want more clarity on the same situation, I do offer personal readings. You can reach out to me via DM, either on TikTok or Instagram. My handles are below in the description box. Yeah, until I get my website set up, those are the best ways to get in touch with me if you want a personal reading. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and close it out for you. Spiritual team, daily crystal inspiration. What final messages do you have for the Aries collective at this time? What final messages do you have for the Aries collective at this time? All right, what do we have? Bloodstone, get up and get moving. They want you to keep moving. They want you to keep pushing, but they want you to move without fear, without anxiety, right? Without that hesitation, without that tension in your body. We have Tiger's Eye, overcome your fears. Definitely. If you want to go far, if you want this to be everything you've dreamed of and more, you got to get over the fear. You can still have it even if you're moving with fear and anxiety, but I just don't feel like it's going to be as big as it could be, whatever this is, or as fulfilling if you move with fear in your body. Okay, and finally at the bottom of the deck we have Rhodonite, find a way to forgive, and I feel like this is you finding a way to forgive yourself for any mistakes that may happen, or you know, any mishaps, or you know, moments where you feel like you failed. Like, you have to learn how to forgive yourself, and you have to learn how to move on. In fact, some of this fear and anxiety is coming from you having failed or made a mistake, and you guys are like so scared about doing this again that Spirit's like, you have to learn to move on. You have to learn how to forgive yourself, because otherwise you're never gonna move on. You're never gonna level up and do more and do better. So Aries, that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the reading. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future, and maybe share this with another Aries if you feel like it would resonate for them. Like I said, I'm over on TikTok and Instagram. I do some fun stuff over there that I don't always get to share here on YouTube. So if you want to give me a follow, my handles are in the description box, and you can also DM me there if you want to schedule a personal reading with me. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. I hope to see you guys in the next reading. Until then, please take care of yourselves. Bye.